Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Scape Sesh Saturday. Let's go ahead and let's start talking about scape number one. This scape is ultra simple, okay? We're just using about somewhere between 15 to 20 pounds of dragonstone. There's a few larger pieces, but most of these are small, and you could get them in a variety of different dragonstone packs, let's say, that you could find online. A lot of people asked me in the last Scape Sesh where I was getting all of my dragonstone, Suryu stone, and my other materials. This stuff has been collected by me over many years, okay? But a place that if you're new and you want to get started, rather than going to like eBay or some other site where it's just kind of like randomly buy this lot of dragonstone, you can check out Aquarium Co-op. They're a partner of the channel, and they have a lot of good what you see is what you get type offers, so definitely check that out. I'll throw some links in the description if you're interested. Two elements of this scape that I think really give it its overall feel is the rock, how they're all pointing outward, sort of in this middle area, and that we have also this substrate that is sloped from the side up to the middle where it all kind of comes together. So it's an accumulation of low to high and then kind of poking outward. I think that gives it a pretty good feel. And you'll notice that we also have some smaller stones that are sprinkled around here. You could leave those out or you could add more. This scape is following kind of loosely the iwagumi style of aquascaping, and really the only element of that we're following is that we have an odd number of stones. I think we have 9 main rocks if you don't include these smaller ones here. So just a very simple layout. I think plants for this tank, you would want to go very simple. You would just want to use a carpeting plant and then something else as an accent plant. So you could go with dwarf baby tears, monte carlo, dwarf hairgrass, whatever. Just the goal being to just fill in the entire substrate area and then leave a lot of room. I think you'd want to avoid stem plants in this tank, but you could certainly add some in the back. There's some areas in between the main rocks where you could definitely add some stems if you wanted. Other than your main carpet, I think you could just add in some like Japan clover in between some of the rocks in the front to give it like a little breakup of just all being a carpet. But other than that, I think I would just leave it alone. This is a super easy scape to recreate in a smaller aquarium or even a larger one. This is a 40 breeder if you guys forgot, but this is a tank that even with just some simple planting, I think would be a really good scape for a fish display tank. There's a lot of swimming room in here. Get a good schooling fish, maybe something no bigger than like a cardinal tetra. I could see a nice big school in here would look really good, or any type of fish that's smaller. You could get into some nano fish and just put a ton of them in here and really show them off. So let me know what you think of scape number one. What would you do differently? What do you like about it? And with that said, let's go ahead and get started on scape number two. Alright guys, we're all done now with scape number two. So you'll notice it's all black lava rock. This is a really kind of a tough stone to find, to be honest with you. This is from my own personal collection that I collected myself. I wanted to try and create something as dramatic as possible with the materials that I had available. So I did that, or at least I tried to, by using this big large stone here, sort of in the center, at least it points towards the center, and we have this really shallow ravine here in the middle. So the substrate is very low in this point, and I think the balance of the two rocks coming out at each other kind of helps to accentuate that. So plants for this tank, you could go pretty simple again, similar to what I suggested for the first scape. You could do a nice carpeting plant down in here, or you could leave the substrate fairly bare and then go with all the plants being on the stones, or a combination of both. It's really just up to you, but I think a scape like this would look really good with some Hygropinnatophyta attached to different areas within the rocks. It's a good plant for growing on surfaces like wood or rock. You get really creative with a bunch of different types of mosses and also have them on the rock formations as well. And then going back to carpeting plants, you could do pretty much anything. Dwarf hairgrass, baby tears, all of the normal stuff that we kind of always talk about. So just another scape idea. Let me know what you think of scape number two down in the comments below. And that's going to do it for Scape Sesh Saturday this week, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.